Hello, beautiful people. My name is Lena, and I'm here to tell you an amazing story about how I got sweet revenge on my horrible mother-in-law, Pam. Let's start with the basics. My husband, Key, and I met through mutual friends and got married after dating for 3 years. Key is a wonderful man, largely because of his father, Rick, who is also amazing. However, I can't say the same for his mother, Pam. Pam is a bitter and entitled woman who thinks the world revolves around her. She has high expectations but neither the brains nor the skills to achieve them. Both she and Rick had modest jobs and lived a modest life. While Rick was content, Pam always wanted more and often looked down on others. She even criticized Rick for not earning enough to provide her with a luxurious lifestyle. When Key got a good job, Pam quit hers and expected Key and Rick to cover all her expenses. When Key and I moved in together, we both worked and carefully planned our expenses. Key stopped giving his mother money whenever she asked, which made Pam furious at me. She accused me of taking her son's money and warned me that she wouldn't allow me to bankrupt him. I told her I had a good job and didn't need Key's money, but she didn't believe me. She thought I was just a useless girl who would eventually rely on Key as a cash cow. Despite her efforts, Key and I got married, which made her even angrier. Pam never accepted me and constantly made fun of me and my lifestyle. She especially loved to mock my old, beat-up car, comparing it to the nice Honda Key bought her 3 years ago. Despite her insults, I kept quiet because I liked Rick and didn't want to cause problems between Key and his mom. This worked until one fateful night at a family dinner. Pam made another joke about my car, saying her friend thought it was going to the junkyard and that I must be desperate to still use it. Key defended me and said, "Don't worry, Dad, the jokes end today. Next time your friend sees Lena's car, she'll be surprised. Lena has booked a brand new car. She'll have the best car in the family." Pam was shocked and upset to hear that I paid $30,000 for the new car, while Rick and Key were genuinely happy. You see, I had always dreamed of a particular car, which is why I never upgraded my old one despite its issues. I saved for a long time, and by the time my old car died, I had enough money to buy my dream car. Key was super supportive and happy that I achieved my dream. When Key told Pam about my new car, he was excited, but I was wary of her reaction. This is what she said next. "What? You're getting a new car? A car that costs $30,000? Are you insane? Do you think my son's money grows on trees?" "Mom, relax. Lena's buying the car with her own money. It's her dream car, and she worked hard to save for it." "That's great, Lena. I'm so proud of you. You deserve it since you worked so hard for it. Now you'll have the best car in our family." Pam, however, was furious. No. This can't be happening. This useless woman can't have a better car than me. Lena, you better cancel the purchase. You'll be disrespecting your in-laws by making such extravagant purchases. Everyone was surprised by what Pam said. I wasn't sure if I had heard her right. Was she really asking me to give up my car because she couldn't afford one as nice? Yes, she was, because she was that entitled. Rick and Key were both shocked and uncomfortable. I said, "No, I don't think I will. Driving a better car doesn't mean I'm disrespecting anyone. It's my money I'm spending." Rick chimed in, "We don't mind, Lena." "Pam, what the hell are you saying? She's not being disrespectful by buying better things." "Well, it is disrespectful to me. Lena, I don't care what you think. You will cancel the purchase immediately. If you're smart, you'll double the cash and get new cars for both of us." "Oh hell no, Pam. If you want a new car, you can go back to work and get it the way I did. I don't see why I should get you a new car for nothing. Your car is in perfectly good shape." "I will not drive an old car when someone useless like you will be driving a $30,000 car. You have two options, Lena. Either buy a cheaper car or buy two expensive ones. I take one while you take the other." "You are delusional, Pam. That's not how things work. If you want something, you should work for it. This conversation is ridiculous. I think we'll go home." Key agreed with me and we left. But Pam never stopped bothering us. She kept telling me to cancel the purchase or face consequences. That set off alarm bells for me. I showed the texts to Key, but he told me to ignore them, thinking his mom was just being dramatic. He often ignored her or gave in to her demands, but I didn't think it was wise this time. So I became extra careful. Thank God I did. 2 weeks after my car was delivered, I was at home on leave when I heard a knock at the door. I opened it to find a cheerful Pam walking into my living room. I was confused and cautious about why she was in such a good mood. After some small talk, she asked for coffee. While I was in the kitchen, I heard the front door close. I rushed out to see Pam driving away in my new car. She stole my car. I was in shock. I called Key and asked him to come home immediately. He said he would be on his way. I was panicking, trying to figure out what was going on. My panic grew when Pam returned with my car in terrible condition. It hit me. She wrecked my car on purpose. She smugly got out and handed me the keys. I was shaking with rage. What the hell did you do, Pam? You wrecked my car. Why? You can't have something I can't. You don't deserve to drive a new car while I have to drive an old one. I deserve what you have, probably more. Now that your car is wrecked, you'll have to drive an old beat-up car like the rest of us. I laughed at her. It was hilarious. She thought I would go back to driving my old, non-functional car. How funny. She had no idea what I was about to do. Pam looked at me like I had lost my mind. I was laughing like a maniac after she destroyed my $30,000 car. Anyone else would be crying, but not me. I calmed down and went to the car, taking some pictures. I reached inside and removed something from the rearview mirror. Pam looked panicked. What is that? What are you holding? She asked. Oh, Pam, did you really think my world would end if you wrecked my car? Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not happening. Do you want to know what I just pulled out? It's a dash cam, Pam. No, 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 that's impossible. That's fake. It can't be real. I checked for a dash cam. It wasn't there before. You really are behind on technology, Pam. This one goes behind the rearview mirror and stores videos on a memory card. With this, I have plenty of proof to land you in jail, and my insurance will cover it all. Pam looked like she had landed in hell. She was panicking and looked ready to faint. She didn't think she would get caught. Now that I had threatened to call the cops, she was freaking out. She still somehow denied it and kept saying the device was fake. You're trying to scare me, Lena. It won't work. You just got the car. So what, Pam? Do you think I'm a dumbass like you? I pre-ordered the dash cam before I'd even picked up the car. It's an expensive car, and I wasn't going to leave it without surveillance. Plus, I already suspected you might try something stupid. I was right. Now that you've messed up my car, I guess we'll have to call the cops. No, 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 you can't do that. You can't call the cops. Pam was visibly panicking, not knowing what to do. I was already on the phone with the police who said they would be on their way. Pam stood frozen, looking like a deer in headlights. Just then, Key came home from work. He took one look at my wrecked car and said, "What the hell, Lena? What happened to the car? Are you hurt?" "I'm fine, Key. As you can see, my car is a wreck now, thanks to your mom. If you want to know how this happened, I'm sure your dear mother will be willing to give you the details." "What are you talking about, Mom? Did you do this to Lena's car?" Pam tried to be smart. She thought she could use her son to get out of trouble and change the story to paint me as the villain. She started crying loudly and clung to Key's arm. Key looked confused and didn't know what to do or say. Pam used this opportunity to say, "Key, your wife wrecked her car and is now blaming me. She knows I can't afford a car like that, so she's accusing me out of jealousy. She's telling everyone I was jealous of her car and wrecked it." I only told Key, and I never said those words. I just told him the truth. That you wrecked my car. "Lena, shut up. I have done no such thing. How dare you accuse me of something so horrible?" "Key, Lena is threatening to call the cops on me. I didn't do anything wrong. She's trying to pass off her reckless driving on me." "Are you saying you didn't wreck my car, Pam?" "I didn't do it. You can't prove I was the one who wrecked your car." "Here's where things get interesting, Pam. You see this beautiful dash cam? It has both front and back-facing cameras. You know what that means? It means it also records who is driving the car." Pam didn't see this coming. She thought she could convince everyone I was lying. As I said, she was out of touch with technology and didn't know double-sided dash cams existed. Her expression confirmed my doubts. Pam now knew she was trapped. I had wisely made sure my car was well protected. My insurance would take care of the repair costs. All I had to do was file a police report. This meant Pam was in deep trouble with no escape in sight. She started to tremble as tears gathered in her eyes again. Key looked stunned and quickly pushed Pam away just as the cops drove up to the house. "Mom, how could you do this?" "Lena was right. You planned this ever since I accidentally told you about the new car." "Key, son, it was a mistake. I was just a little jealous, that's all. I couldn't afford a car like that. I got lost in jealousy and did something stupid. Please forgive me." "Forgive you?" Mom, you destroyed the car, stole someone else's property, wrecked it on purpose, and then tried to blame my wife. You think I can forgive that? Pam kept crying and begging Key for forgiveness while I was busy telling the cops what happened and handing over all the evidence. I connected my phone to the dash cam to show them the proof. Once they confirmed what happened, they proceeded to arrest Pam. She immediately panicked and said, Key, you can't let them arrest me. I'm your mother. I just made a small mistake. Don't let them send me to jail. You have no right to ask that from me. You committed a crime and showed no real remorse. You didn't even apologize to Lena. You're on your own, Mom. There is no way I'm helping you. Lena, we can solve this between ourselves. There's no reason to get the cops involved. We are family, right? You wouldn't want your mother-in-law arrested, would you? Actually, no, Pam. You made it clear that I'm not family. It would give me great pleasure to see you arrested for committing a crime. Officers, take her away. I'm firm in my decision. I will sue her for stealing my car and damaging it. Pam cried out and screamed, seeking Key's help, but he turned away, unable to forgive her betrayal. But he moved away as well. The cops arrested her and put her in the police car, driving her off to the station. Key and I went inside the house, and I called my insurance company to inform them about the situation. Once I was done, Key sat me down to apologize. Lena, I'm so sorry. I could have stopped this from happening. My mom has always been so difficult with you, but I didn't do anything to stop her. It's okay, you did stand up for me more than once. I don't blame you for trying to keep your mom in your life, but after today, I'm done with her. Oh, trust me, Lena. I'm done with her as well. I don't want anything to do with her anymore. I've been giving in to her demands for a while now. I didn't see how selfish and spoiled she was getting. I guess this is a wake-up call for me too. I hope Dad sees it as well. Just then, Key's phone rang. It was his dad, Rick, calling to understand what was going on. Key answered the call and put it on speaker. Hey Dad, you're on loudspeaker. Lena's here as well. We assume this is about Mom. Yes, it is. Key, what's going on? Your mom called from the police station saying she had been arrested. She told me that Lena wrecked her new car and blamed it on her. I don't understand what's going on. Was Lena trying to spin the story to get her way again? Rick assumed Pam was telling the truth, but he wasn't oblivious to his wife's antics. He sought confirmation before believing her outright. Key, on the other hand, was super pissed at what Pam tried to pull. Dad, Mom is lying. She stole Lena's car and wrecked it on purpose. She took the keys when Lena wasn't looking. The dash cams on the car caught everything. What the hell, Key? Why did your mother lie to me? This is insane. I assume she wants me to bail her out. Rick, this is the same story she told Key when the cops tried to arrest her. She thought I didn't have proof of her driving my car. Well, I have a double camera dash cam, so her lies didn't work. Oh God, I should have seen this coming. She had been watching your new car for a while, Lena. I thought she was just venting. I never imagined she would go this far. Rick was in complete shock after hearing the details of what happened. He was furious with Pam and ashamed of what she had tried to pull. Key and Rick had a private talk after which they hung up. Key later told me that Rick had no intention of bailing Pam out. He was both furious and disappointed. He also sent me an apology text, telling me not to hate him for his wife's actions. It broke my heart. I hoped he would do better for himself. He didn't deserve such a horrible wife like Pam. Well, guess what, guys? The universe listened to me. Rick met with Pam at the police station and refused to bail her out. He tried to get some remorse out of her and see if she was willing to change herself. But Pam wasn't done sabotaging herself. She actually screamed at him for being a useless husband who couldn't give her a good car or bail her out of prison. That was rich coming from someone who left her job to mooch off her son and husband. Rick was so angry that he told Pam he was done. He came home and called us, telling us he would be filing for divorce. He was done being a verbal punching bag for his wife. A year has passed since that incident. Rick actually ended up divorcing Pam and moving in with us. The court didn't even give Pam alimony because she had willingly left her job without consulting Rick. They didn't have much, and whatever she got out of the divorce was spent on paying me back for the damages to my car. Yes, I went ahead with my case, or rather my insurance company did. I got a replacement car within a month, and all was well with me. Pam was slapped with multiple charges and made to pay a lot of money. She went back to working 2 jobs because she didn't have money to pay my insurance and sustain herself. She did try to beg Key and me for help, but we shut the door in her face. Since then, we have had no contact with her. Last I heard, she was staying with a family member who didn't tolerate her nonsense. Pam is now poor and unhappy, but I guess that's what she gets for being a greedy and entitled woman.